Hey folks, welcome back to AAA Farms. James here. Short video today. Just kind of giving you an update where we are. I didn't get as much done as I wanted to this past weekend. I just wasn't feeling well. It's the middle of the week right now, but we are having to put some hay out. We're getting to that time of year that the bahia that we have, which is probably the main forage we got, but we also got some other stuff like Johnson grass and all that. But you can look behind me, so you see all that stuff, all that's weeds. This is all stuff that the cows ain't gonna eat. They got the bahia ate down pretty much like carpet, because it's that time of year to start feeding hay. So imagine y'all seen plenty on plenty of other farm channels anyway, that they like to roll their hay out because it's better for the soil. That way you spread seeds and you spread the manure load a little bit better. That is 100% accurate. It is also extremely expensive. So this hay bale this year, hay kind of returned to normal prices. That's $35 right there. Last year that was $50. But I still feed hay rings. Some people swear that's the worst thing you can do, but the simple fact is I throw that hay ring on that hay bale. It's going to last me about a week, versus if I was rolling it out, it's going to cost you $35 a day. I don't have that kind of money. A lot of farmers in my area at least don't have that kind of money. But what I do, you'll see a lot of people, they'll feed the same area over and over again. There is a benefit to that. If you had a manure spreader, it allows the manure to pile up in that one area. You can then take your bucket, scoop all that manure up, put it in a manure spreader, and spread the manure out that way. I don't have a manure spreader yet. I plan on getting one in the future. Don't know how many years from now, but yeah. But what I do, another thing we can do to kind of replicate that, is you can feed a different spot every time. So, perfect example, this pan. See if you can tell where the hay bale was last time. Got weeds, got weeds, got weeds, bahia grass. So what that does is that concentrates the seeds and manure in this one spot for that one hay bale. So every time I feed a hay bale, I put it in a new spot. Y'all can get a little bit better. Let me swing up. So as y'all can see, they got that ate pretty low. It's probably about 1 inch or 2 inches on. But with this, y'all can see a lot better. Got a lot of bahia right here, and then just crud. Same thing. If you look, bahia, weeds. So I fed there, and then this other spot right here. Get over these taller weeds. There we go. So we fed there. You can tell a clear difference in the grass there. The game plan is this weekend to brush hog all this down. That will knock all the weeds down and make it a little bit easier to navigate all this stuff during the winter. Plus I deer hunt. My bike stands over there somewhere, and I can see the back half of this. But for this weekend, I'll be brush hogging this pasture, all 20 acres ideally, and then we're gonna also put another hay bale out to hopefully get us some good start spreading out more seed. So, but what you'll see, so we got this area that we fed hay, and you got this area that we fed hay, and as you kind of spread across, you can see where there's like veins of bahia. So you got a bunch of bahia here, and there, and here. So it doesn't just stay in that one spot. It does spread out from them walking and spreading the manure themselves. So that's what we're doing today. We're just putting out some hay. I don't have much time to really do anything else today. I got to take all the twine off that hay bale, and then I'll put that hay ring on top of it. But it's kind of one of those things. If you look on YouTube, you really see two ways of feeding hay. Where they roll it out, which is great. 100% agree that it is super beneficial. I cannot spend $35 a day versus $35 a week. And the main reason they will not eat all that hay bale in one day. But what they will do is they will roll in it, they'll drop manure in it, and as soon as they drop manure in it, they're not eating that. So if you can afford it, do it. If you're like me and you can't, do this. And then the other option, like I said, is people, they'll feed same spot and they'll put the manure out with the manure trailer. Not a bad option if you have a manure trailer. I do not. Some areas, depending on where you are, this kind of goes back to what I've mentioned a lot of times before. 100% depends on your farm and your area. Nobody can tell you how to farm your area better than just experimenting yourself. If you got a local guy, that'd be pretty good. As long as you know he's done successful and everything that he does looks good, you can talk to that local guy. But if you're farming here versus if you're farming up north, or you're farming to the east or farming to the west, everybody's soil is different, reacts different. A lot of people don't like letting the herd out on their fields during winter because obviously it rains more, and I think that's generally true for everybody, and it allows them to rut up the fields. Kind of applies here, and sometimes it kind of don't. We got some pretty hard clay, so if they're just constantly in one area, for instance where this hay is going to be, that's going to be rooted up really well. But the way I look at it, that's just them mixing the grass seed and the manure into the ground really good. And you can definitely tell, I mean, you saw it yourself, you can definitely tell where I've had hay before and all that. So the front section of this pasture, which is on the other side of that wood line, is between that and the barbed wire fence up front. There is a lot of bahia because I feed there a lot, or I used to feed in that area a lot just because I can see it from the house. So I know when they're getting low on hay just by looking out the back window. I'm getting back into this area now, which I'm going to spread it all throughout this field, and that just means roughly one hay bale lasts me a week. So typically I put 2 hay bales out at a time, but we're going to be doing some brush hogging. I didn't feel like unhooking that, so I just did one. I'll put another one out here soon, probably this week when I come back to the brush hog. So anyway, we're rambling on. I'm going to get this thing unwrapped. I'm going to put this hay ring around it, and sooner or later they're going to come back over here. They're all over here wanting feed, so. But it's definitely that time of year to start feeding hay. I do have them off the front 6-acre pasture, letting that kind of recover, because I think we can probably get some more off of it yet. If you take them off for 2 weeks, it's going to grow back up. It's just we got to get them through that 2 weeks, and the grass here is not recovering fast enough to feed them. So anyway, y'all, just kind of want to give y'all an update where we are. I know this video is kind of short and different than normal, but it gives y'all an update where we are, and we can kind of go from there. I will talk to y'all this weekend. We a couple things to look forward to. We got new body mounts in for the F-250, the 2015 F-250. Finally got to a point that it was starting to bother my back driving that truck back and forth to work, because it bounces so bad because the body mounts are gone. So we're going to be doing that Saturday morning, so y'all probably see that video Monday. And then we're going to brush hog this field. Need to brush hog those 2 fields, and then the Massey Ferguson 245, the battery is still dead after letting it charge for 3 days now on a 3-amp hour charge. So I'm going to put the bucket back on the tractor and very slowly cut me a path with the Kubota going around this overgrown spot over here, and I'll probably bring my little Bauer reciprocating saw just to cut the bigger stuff that I don't run over with the Kubota, and that way we can just put a path going around there, so in the future we can fence that in and not have to worry about all the other stuff as much, and go from there. Y'all have a good one. Thank y'all for joining me on the farm today. Talk to y'all next time.